Relaxation. We come back again and again to relaxation. In fact, it's safe to say that you can come back to relaxation every single day. And let's really look at what it means to relax, because it doesn't matter how far you go, relaxation is deep and it goes to the heart of learning everything else. Relaxation at a practical level is doing nothing. It's really doing nothing. It's not really about doing relaxing. It's not really about all the instructions and the body parts and the muscles and all of that. All of that part follows from the simple moment of relaxing. So the moment when you open yourself up and say, it's time to relax. The moment when you remember to relax. You can experiment now, however relaxed you may already feel. Just experiment with opening up to the possibility of relaxing. So it's not about doing something. It's about giving that instruction to yourself and giving that instruction to the energy that now is a moment to relax. And in the moment when you decide to relax, something happens. Something says, this is not all about me. I don't have to control everything here. It's okay. It's all right. And in that moment where you have the courage to relax, the courage to not go along the usual route of being tense, of having fixed expectations, of thinking you know everything, of thinking you know what's going on here. The moment you let go of all of that and you open up and just say, it's time to relax, there's a little opening in you. You can experiment with it over and over again. There's a little opening, and in that opening, you receive more energy. And actually, it's the energy, it's the receiving of the fresh energy that relaxes you. It's not something you do to yourself. You simply issue the instruction. You make yourself available for energy. And as you let that energy in, that is what relaxes you, because it's new, fresh energy, because it's positive energy, because it's always better than what you've already got. Always. That's why it is that you can relax. That's what makes it work. It's not about physical relaxation. Physical relaxation is fine. It can be a good thing to do. But what we're really talking about is this command that is issued in that moment where you decide to relax. There's a command that's issued to the energy that's saying, I'm open. I don't have to control all of this. And in that moment, you start to receive something that you weren't receiving, at least to that degree, before. And as you open up from there, that's where the relaxation opens up. That's where all the change happens. That's where you put yourself into the hands, so to speak, of the unknown. That's where you engage with trust. That's where you engage with life, with all that big big part of life, all the stuff that you don't really know. And that's where the magic happens. Because in the moment that you relax, you open yourself up to life energy. That life energy is sourced in love. So you open yourself up to love. You open yourself up to the power, to greater capacity, to things happening beyond your control, your imagination, your knowledge, your doing. And if at the same time, when you relax, you align with the light, you remember the light. And again, try it out. See what happens when you do that again now. Okay, relax. Connect with the light. Feel, get to know, get really familiar with what happens when you do that. What's the difference between relaxing, especially, for example, when you're stressed, and relaxing and connecting with the light? When you relax, there's lots of energy that's happening inside you all the time. Some of it feels positive, some of it feels negative. What we call old energy feels negative. And so you can experience tension, you can experience uncomfortable feelings. You can experience some underlying dark tone, heaviness. It's all part of the energy of who you are. When you align with the light, when you remember the light, when you connect with the light, it makes all of the darkness, all of the heaviness, all of the unpleasantness clear, and it makes it all coherent. It brings it all into, how to say it, a kind of balance, which is not the balance of it's all light and it's not dark. It allows the dark to be in the light. It allows the dark tones of you, the shadows of you, the hidden parts of you to be in the light just as much as the bits that you're happy with, the bits that you are happy for other people to see and that you connect with and feel good about. It allows all of it to come into the light. When you connect with the light, it allows the perfection. It allows the perfection of the darkness. It allows the perfection of the balance between yin and yang. It allows the perfection of positive and negative. And it gives you that experience directly. So what felt like fear, when you connect with the light, doesn't feel like fear anymore. The energy might be there. The feelings might be there. But the feelings are not fear anymore. They're the same feelings, but they don't cause the same feeling. It's contradictory in a way. It's so strange, and it's so simple. So play with that. Play with that. Play with relaxation. Play with the light. Experiment and observe yourself as you do it. What happens when you relax, when you just say the word relax? What happens when you say the word in your mind, the light? What happens when you stay present to the relaxation and to the light? So this is so very, very simple. And in a way, it seems too simple. It feels like, oh, we've been learning this for years. Relax was the first thing we did. And the light, yeah, the light. But over and over again, especially as your knowledge becomes more sophisticated, you discover that it's as simple as relaxing. And it's as simple as aligning with the light. And as you gain more knowledge and understanding and awareness and you observe the patterns, you become more clever in a way. You become more clever about energy. Like, oh, yes, I know how this works. And then there becomes things that I need to do. And there are patterns, and I've seen this pattern over and over again. And it becomes your experience, which is your old energy, starts to get in the way of the simplicity. And actually, when you relax and when you align with the light, so much is clear. Your next step is clear. It doesn't matter if you've lost touch with your purpose or all the bigger things you've forgotten about, how to be creative or whatever. Just when you relax, when you align with the light, everything's clear. The next step is clear. Your mind is clear. Things happen around you with clarity. I remember when I was running a business in London, and it was a business that was, by this time, in some considerable trouble. And we used to have a list of all the people who we thought might become clients or might do something more. And sometimes we'd just sit with the list and relax and, try to bring in more business. Sometimes we just didn't know what to do anymore. And always what we would do then is relax. Just relax, just stop. Stop chasing your own tail. Stop trying to create things to do because that's what makes you feel as though you're being useful. Just relax and align with the light. I didn't know about the light in those days. The light makes it a lot easier. When you connect with the light, instantly any fear is dissolved. You cannot hold the light and fear that is fear at the same time. You can hold the energy that you label fear, but the fear is gone out of it. The fear holds no power in the light. The fear has no meaning. And so, again and again, to come back to the really simple essence of it, that you don't need to do everything. There are things for you to do which are always clear and simple. After all, you can only do one thing at a time. Even if you have a huge problem to solve, each step of it is clear and simple if you're relaxed and if you're in the light. even if you are really struggling with some physical illness or some relationship disaster, if you can relax and align with the light, your steps will be clear. You'll know what you need to do. You'll know who you need to see. You'll know who you need to talk to. And you won't be so hooked up on, am I doing the right thing? That's the thing about relaxing. It's not really about doing the right thing. It puts you on the path in the right direction. Just like aligning with the light, it puts you on the path of going in the right direction. There is no specific move that is exactly the right thing. And if you do it wrong, everything will fall apart. You can do something wrong, in inverted commas, and in the moment of seeing that, completely relax, completely open up, connect with the light, and everything changes. So was it wrong? Or was it right? It's not about right and wrong. This is really the power of relaxation, is that it puts you in the position where everything can change. So wherever you've got to, whatever you're dealing with, everything becomes possible in the moment that you're relaxed and aligned with the light. It opens up. And so you open to the world of all possibilities. You open to what they call the quantum world. You open to the world where things have not been decided yet. And you can make a new decision. Even if a decision has already been made, a new decision is possible in the world of all possibilities. You open up to the world of all possibilities when you're relaxed, when you're aligned with the light. You lose the fear. You have complete inner freedom. And a new decision can be made. So it sounds very simple. It is very simple. It sounds like the same as we did on day one. It is the same as we did on day one, but the further you go, the more powerful and valuable relaxation becomes. And the simpler it becomes, really, the more instantaneous. And it's a great balance to the complexity and the richness of knowledge that you gain by observing yourself, becoming more aware of energy and all these other things that we work with. It's a great balance to that, to remember simply to relax and to align with the light. Just that.